Hi, welcome to the Man World Boom, and today I'm going to show you a revolutionary new thing that I've designed once again. It's the world's first toilet-cooled PC. Now, integrating technology with standard home appliances is not a new thing. People have been having, in high-end homes, they've been having walk-in fridges for a long time. So this is a similar thing. You integrate your computer with your toilet. Now, some of the famous guys on YouTube, Mark Rober, he's got a little radio control car. He likes to play with it on Mars. And he's done an awesome job at Squirrel Awareness Week. He's an engineer. Destin, Smarter Every Day. The Hacksmith, also an engineer. Now myself, I am an engineer, as you can see there, real engineer. But I have one up on these guys. I'm also a plumber, qualified plumber like Colin Furs. And so I would say that I am ideally qualified to integrate the electronics and the plumbing side of this technology. So let me show you what I've done here, and incidentally, this also makes a cup of tea with the waste product, which is very handy. If you don't want to boil the kettle, the computer will heat the water for you. So you may ask, why would someone want to do this? And you know, sometimes people are noise sensitive and they don't like the sound of noisy computer fans and noisy computer fans. And something like a tranquil sound of running water is much more calming to the nerves and the inner being than noisy computer fans, for example. Also, it gives you a beautiful place to add more RGBs to your system. Obviously, RGBs makes everything better. That's the number one criteria of any cooler, is does it have RGB or not. So as you can see, I've really made this toilet quite beautiful with all the RGBs. And another thing about RGB is, in the nerd world, it really makes you feel like more of a man the more RGBs you have. I feel like such a man. Look at all these LED lights. If you don't know what RGB is an LED light like that over there, with the colors red, green and blue. That's where RGB stands for. The concept is quite simple. We have cold water coming into the toilet over here from a little hose pipe. This is obviously a prototype setup. Then from there's a little pump here, little solar hot water pump that I've put in because solar pumps can go much higher than the temperature at least can go much higher than your standard EKW pump. Although I don't know if that's standard, but anyway, the EKW pump. And here I've got a little 5 micron water filter, because let's be honest, you don't want to be pumping any kind of crap through your system, just excuse the pun there. And hot water goes through your beautiful RGB plexi plate or whatever water block, and from there it loops around to the CPU, also beautiful with RGBs, and then it returns back into the cistern. Simple as that. And then once the temperature reaches a temperature you don't like, whether that's 40 degrees or 90 degrees for you, you just work the handle and hot water leaves the system and fresh cold water pumps back into the system, and voila, you have a brand new cooled computer. So literally the temperature graph will keep rising, and then it'll fall off as you flush, and then it'll keep rising, and then it'll fall off as you flush. No need to really benchmark that, because if it gets hot, you just yank the lever and hot water leaves the system and cold water comes back in. Absolutely revolutionary, I would say. Let me show you, let me demonstrate how it works. Alright, so we've got a nice little stress test running here, TimeSpy. You obviously know that, easy mark. Just heating up some of the components here, and then as your reservoir gets fuller of hot water and your entire system starts to heat up, it's as simple as flushing the hot water away. There you go, system cooled. New water fills the system, and of course this is not a disturbing sound, it's the normal sound of everyday households where you hear toilets being flushed and toilets being filled, and it's not a disturbing noise like a computer fan with the constant humming in your ear. It'll drive you kind of insane. This is natural water fountain feature. So this is an older toilet, so it's not one of those new magic one button ones. It's really it's one of those ones you have to wind it up, as you saw. So it's not a single flush. You really have to work it a few times before it actually gets going. So a single flush does nothing. So you really have to. There you go. Once you get the hang of it, it's no problem at all. So, as I said in the beginning, one of the added benefits of this system is with the waste product, the hot water that you're now discharging, you can actually make a cup of tea, which is great. I mean, I love to have a cup of tea, so let's make a cup of tea. There you go. Nice, lovely cup of tea. Added byproduct of the whole thing. Let's take a sip. Okay, I scrapped the tea idea. It's not a good idea. I wouldn't make tea with toilet water. It's just no. Okay, it's also a lovely way to spend time with your wife while gaming, or your girlfriend for that matter. But yeah, so there's my chair, and I've created another seat for her just to join me, as I spend time at my workstation. There you go. Lovely family time. So the other thing you can do is you can train your wife or your girlfriend to operate the flushing for you, and then you don't have to take a break from your gaming. I know online gaming is very consuming, so while I'm gaming, my wife you can work out some kind of signal, and she'll run and tool your computer for you, while you then can carry on gaming without having, you know, to be interrupted to flush cool your system. Seamless operation. Seamless. There's hardly any flaws with the system, to be honest. I mean, yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, like it, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, watch the crap out of it, to be honest. Share it with your friends, let them watch the crap out of it as well. And as you can see, I'm halfway with my water cooling build, so I'll be busy editing a series of videos on that. I made a distribution plate. It's the whole Corsair system. I've got some EK products there. It's going to be some hardline cooling, mostly hardline cooling, to be honest. And it's nice and custom. So if you do like computers and tech, then stay tuned for that one. It's going to be pretty nice. I think it's going to come out. It's already looking sweet, and it's going to look really sweet with all the things. I'm going to build a desk like this, a resin desk with lighting underneath it. Also linked to the computer, and everything is going to be addressable RGB on the Corsair system. And I'm engineering or hacking a whole bunch of other lighting kits onto the Corsair system, so that makes for a really nice effect. So good show. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Ciao.